Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning into this video from the Grant Services and Analysis Office in the Medical School Office of Research. My name is Haley Stahulak, and today I'll be discussing how to boost your NIH Biosketch using the new Common Form and Supplement. Due to recent changes to the NIH Biosketch format, we are providing an update on how the Biosketch is an opportunity to enhance the competitiveness of your application by articulating your contributions to science, describing your impact on your field, and framing your work in your own words. I will briefly go over the elements of both the Biographical Sketch Common Form, which is used by other federal agencies, and the NIH Biographical Sketch Supplement. The Common Form includes professional preparation, such as education, fellowships, and residency training, as well as appointments and positions, and a total of 10 research products. 5 products should be closely related to the proposed project, and the other 5 should highlight your contributions to science. Although you are now limited to citing 10 total research products, the NIH Biographical Sketch Supplement still includes a personal statement and contributions to science section where you can describe your expertise and scientific impact in narrative format. Honors are included in this document as well. For a more detailed introduction to the new Biosketch format, please watch our YouTube video on creating NIH Biosketches in Science CV, previewed here and linked in the description of this video. This is an example of a Biographical Sketch Common Form with the Professional Preparation, Appointments and Positions, and Research Products sections filled out. You can see here that products closely related to the proposed project and other significant products highlighting contributions to science are listed in separate subsections under the Products section. As stated previously, a maximum of 5 products are allowed for each subsection for a total of 10 products. A certification is appended to the end of this document upon downloading from Science CV. While the Common Form and Supplement download is one document, the Common Form comes first. I will now preview a supplement form. This is a sample NIH supplement form containing a personal statement, honors, and contributions to science section. This example only has 3 contributions, but 5 are allowed. Please note that the PMC IDs in both the personal statement and contributions to science are references to the research products listed in the Common Form. References to publications not in the Common Form are not allowed, and full citations are also not allowed in the personal statement or contributions to science sections. Ongoing and recently completed projects from the last 3 years may still be highlighted in the personal statement. The same certification is appended to the end of this document as the Common Form upon downloading from Science CV. Pro tip number 1 for putting together an effective Biosketch is to help the reviewers. So what do reviewers look for in the Biosketch? First, they are looking to see if you are qualified to do the job you are proposing to do. Is there a good match between your track record and the proposed research aims? Are you a good match for the type of grant you are submitting? In the personal statement, you should talk about your skills and the necessary experience you have that will ensure success in the project you are applying for. You want to demonstrate that you are the most qualified investigator to do the work proposed in the application. Make it easy for a reviewer to evaluate this. They also look to see whether you have peer-reviewed publications that suggest you are likely to publish good science in the future and how you have impacted your field. They'll be looking for this information in the list of research products and in the contributions to science section. Pro tip number 2 is to tailor your Biosketch. Each new grant proposal you submit should prompt you to revise your Biosketch, especially the research products closely related to the proposed project and the personal statement. You might also need to tailor your contributions to science and the other significant products. This applies whether you're the PI of the application or key personnel. Each personal statement in a Biosketch must reflect that writer's role on the project as well. Finally, you want to use language that makes your role on the project clear. Review language for nuances. If you are the PI of the application, do you make it sound like it? Here is an example personal statement, modified from the sample linked at the bottom of this slide, to be in the Science CV format. I've highlighted the different elements you want to include in your personal statement that show skills and necessary experience you have for your role on the project. Here, the applicant has included their background and expertise in the area that make them qualified for the role, as well as previous experience of leadership and language that makes them sound like they are the PI of the application. References to research products in the common form should be made strategically to demonstrate your impact. Please refer to the NIH Biosketch FAQs linked in the video description for the most up-to-date guidance on referencing research products. The PMCIDs in the personal statement refer to research products listed in the common form. Pro tip number 3 is to emphasize your impact. You can do this by utilizing the contributions to science section as it was intended. Instead of asking reviewers to infer a scientist's impact from a list of research products, researchers are given the opportunity to describe the impact of their contributions on knowledge and the advancement of science. You may describe up to 5 of your significant contributions to science. In each of the narrative sections, you want to use this 4-part structure to describe your work as a contribution, not just your experience and expertise in the scientific area. In other words, this section should not just be a continuation of your personal statement. This slide demonstrates the use of the 4-part structure in a narrative statement of the contributions to science section. The applicant has included the historical background that frames the scientific problem, as well as the central findings of their publications, the influence and findings on the progress of science, as well as the applicant's specific role in the described work. The applicant provides evidence of their scholarly impact by including a PMCID referencing a research product listed in the common form. Here are some more tips to boost your Biosketch. You want to write in an engaging style to convey excitement about your science to the reviewers. You want to make your Biosketch personal, as this is your opportunity to tell reviewers about you, your career, and your expertise, and you really want to sell yourself. This is a continuation of grantsmanship, in that you should communicate your qualifications for the role in the proposal in a clear, compelling way. Provide context and tell a story. It's another way to demonstrate that you care about the details. Finally, if you are submitting a Biosketch for a new grant mechanism or a new role, it's always best to get feedback beforehand from mentors and colleagues who have served on NIH study sections. Here is a summary of best practices for boosting your NIH Biosketch. In the common form, you should tailor both lists of research products to the grant to which you are applying. Within the supplement, tailor your personal statement to the grant mechanism. Explain your role on the grant and cite the research products closely related to the proposed project, in addition to other significant products that may be relevant. In your contributions to science section, make sure you focus on the impact of your work within your narrative and by citing research products. If you have 5 contributions, we recommend including the most impactful publication from each contribution as an other significant product. You would then cite 1 other significant product per contribution, in addition to any products relevant to the proposed project. Throughout your Biosketch, favor clarity over jargon. Your Biosketch should be written in a concise and clear manner. Furthermore, investigators are fully responsible for the content in their Biosketch. So, if a delegate worked on yours, you must carefully read the entire document before signing off on it. In addition, get feedback on your Biosketch and be sure to review all Biosketches included in the application to ensure representation of a cohesive team and to increase the competitiveness of your application. Sources of information used to make this presentation are shown on this slide and will be provided in the video description. For questions about NIH Biosketches, contact the Research Development Team in Grant Services and Analysis at rd-medschool@umich.edu.